channel, Waking Butterfly Readings. Much love to you all. As you see, I am doing a second reading on JayZ and Solange, right? Beyonce's sister. And many of you know about the infamous fight scene, okay, on the elevator with JayZ and Solange, okay? That was recorded and millions have seen this, okay? This so-called incident that had happened on the elevator. If you look at Solange's face, I mean, wow, it speaks volume, doesn't it? It truly speaks volume looking at this sister face, all right? Let me just say that. So anyway, what I wanted to do, I wanted to get a divine insight. How does Solange feel about her brother-in-law? And what was the catalyst for all hell to break loose between Solange and her brother-in-law, JayZ, okay? Now, everything you hear, family, it is allegedly, as well as it is for entertainment purpose only. I have to say that, okay? But I am led by the Spirit. So that being said, real quick, let me just give you my findings and what I was sensing in the Spirit, if you don't mind, all right? And let me say this also. Much love to my subscribers. Thank you for rocking with your sister. I appreciate you, and I thank you so much. And I welcome those who are new stopping by. Now, real quick, as I was meditating and observing this picture of JayZ, his wife, Beyonce, and Solange, all right, I pretty much just focusing on Solange the most, all right? Her energy was really like popping, you know. It speaks volume just looking at her. So, anyway, I wanted to know genuinely, do Solange like JayZ, her brother in law? And what I sense is she does genuinely like him. I wanted to know, do Solange, as far as, initially, as far as, does she feel like JayZ, is good for her sister? It was good for her sister, okay? And I sense that she does sense that he is overall good for her sister, you know, as far as in all the ways that matter. Let me just say that, okay? Now, this is what I'm sensing about her as far as how she sees him as far as in the beginning phase. As far as, yes, she likes him. She thinks he's a cool dude. Yeah, he'd be good for her sister and all of that. But now I pretty much want to know now in the present. I was trying to get a sense for how does she feel about him now? Okay, for whatever reason. All right, because he's been with her sister for quite some time now. And she had time to really get to know him and observe his relationship with his sister. So anyway, I got the impression that in the present, Solange really does not care for him like she once did. Okay, she sees him differently now, for whatever reason, allegedly. I also sense that Solange feels she feels also differently towards JayZ as far as how he treats her sister. She feel like he's not um treating her in the way that she should be treated in the present. Okay, as far as the things that led up to, the infidelity and all of that, she pretty much just disappointed with how things unfolded. You know, obviously, she was trying to see him in a positive light, but he was showing her differently. Let me just say that. So, allegedly, this is what I'm picking up on. When it comes to Solange, as far as her relationship with JayZ. But overall, in the beginning, I do sense that yes, she, did like JayZ. Yes, she did feel like JayZ was a good catch for her sister. It would be a good, husband, um, father, for her sister and all. I mean, a husband and a father to her sister's children, shall I say? But you know, um, due to the fact, like I said, a lot of things, in that marriage, a lot of hidden things in the dark, You're coming out to the marvelous light. Let me just say that she seen a whole nother side of him. Okay, that she really just do not like. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say. So in the present, I sense that she really don't care for JayZ like she used to. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, because it doesn't matter whether she liked him or not in the beginning. That's her sister. She's gonna put her sister first. She's gonna put her sister well-being and happiness first. And if she feel like um, he's not doing right by her sister in all the ways that matter, okay, and infidelity, can be a strike. That's gonna make her feel some type of way. I also sense that allegedly, I also sense that Solange feel like JayZ is very controlling when it comes to her sister and her husband, when it comes to their relationship. I sense that Solange feel like JayZ is very controlling, as well as, by him being her brother-in-law, that control way about him is, rubbing off towards her end. I sense that Solange feel like JayZ is trying to control her as well. Not so much of, her as far as changing her, you know, um, her style or anything or her image, nothing like that, but maybe business wise, maybe overstepping, when it comes to her business, um, the, her social, as far as people that she hangs with. I just sense that, when it comes to boundaries, let me just say that I sense that Solange feel like JayZ has been overstepping the boundaries concerning her. As far as she's concerned, you my brother-in-law, stay in your place, stay in your lane. Um, I see you trying to control my sister, but you're not going to do me like that, okay? That's the point I'm trying to make. So I'm through talking. Real quick, I'm going to let the spirit lead, and I'm seeing those things in the dark, bring them out to the marvelous light. I'm coming from a place of unconditional love, non-judgment. I'm just going to let the spirit lead, family. I pretty much want to know, being led by the spirit, how do Solange feel about her brother-in-law, JayZ, in the present? In the present. I'm going to let the spirit speak. How do Solange knows feel about her brother-in-law, JayZ, in the present after the aftermath of their fight on the elevator? How does Solange feel about her brother-in-law, JayZ? What does she think of him? How do Solange feel about JayZ? What does she think of him? What is it about him that she feels very disturbing or she's displeased with? How does Solange knows feels about her brother-in-law, JayZ, in the present? Let's see those things in the dark, bring them out to the marvelous light. How does Solange knows feel about her brother-in-law, JayZ, in the present? Family, you're welcome to fast forward. How does Solange know feel about her brother, JayZ, in the present? How does Solange know feel her brother? How does Solange know feel the JayZ in the present? If it may, I like to apologize. I'm using the True Love reading deck, okay? But it doesn't have to be true love. It can just be friendship, period, all right? But I like these cards because it goes in depth when it comes to relationship slash friendship. If you really want to know if a person is genuine or not, as far as their attention towards you, these are some excellent cards to find out. All right, fam, we are complete. Just gonna get a little insight, get a picky boo and Solange head, okay, family? Like I said, no matter what you see, everything's still allegedly. But led by the spirit, so let's see what the spirit has to say. Because I'm definitely seeking some clarity as well as confirmation. All right. Okay. So I was pretty much saying my intentions. I wanted to know, how do Solange feel about her brother-in-law JayZ, and also, how does she view him? As far as somebody on the outside looking in. Um, well, not so much on the outside looking in, but we've been the ones on the outside looking in. But by her being the sister-in-law, she's more closer as far as when it comes to the inside more than anybody. Let me just say that. But just trying to get an idea as far as her views when it comes to him. Okay. Well, for one thing, let me just say this. Um, she does feel like there's a connection. Okay. Don't mind the pictures. The picture says a lot too, but I'm just trying to get an idea as far as their relationship, as far as brother and sister-in-law. Okay. Brother-in-law and sister-in-law. She feels like, there is a connection. Because like I did state that she did in the beginning phase, she really did like him, and thought that he was a excellent catch, for her sister. As far as she could really see him being the one for her sister. All right, in the beginning, let me just say that. So there's definitely a connection. Let me just say that, you know, right here. Okay, she's in a phase where she's trying to forgive him. Okay, due to whatever may have jumped off. This represents I forgive myself. I am forgiven. Okay. So due to this card right here, let me see something. All right. So what I'm sensing is that's pretty much what it's saying. It's not so much of it's speaking from an internal place as far as her trying to forgive herself, but she's trying to work on forgiving him because after all, that is her sister husband. Let me just say that. And her sister gonna put up with it, and she want to fight for her marriage. Of course she's going to support her sister, so she's definitely working on trying to forgive him, even though this says dating. Okay, what I'm sensing when it comes to this, they are working on, trying to reconnect. Okay, they're working on trying to reconnect. Okay, their relationship. Okay, because it was definitely impaired due to what had jumped off on the elevator. And let me say this real quick too. When it comes to the elevator incident, I sense that whatever happened at that event, okay, as I stated earlier, allegedly, um, it was the catalyst of what had happened at what it was the catalyst of what had happened at that event. Something jumped off that JayZ did that pissed her off, okay, and she just let him have it. And like I said, it all goes back to, she feels like he's very controlling, okay? And she's not having that. Let me just say that. She is not having that. But it does seem like they're trying to slowly mend things, shall I say. All right. I see the forgiveness card. Okay, this card right here is upside down. Upward, it is distorted female. This is someone who's devastated. Okay, she is no longer devastated. She's not the distorted feminine at all in this situation. Let me just say that. Let me just say this. She got over it. She's moving forward. Okay. So Solange is not sitting here, um, holding a grudge. Let me just say that. She's moving on. She is not the distorted female. She's moving on, all right? She's trying to get past it. Okay. This right here is the luminosity woman. This is someone who's feeling good from the inside out. Now, concerning her relationship with her brother-in-law, she's still not really feeling good from the inside out. This represents her feeling good from the inside out about the situation, okay, or the aftermath. She's still not really there yet. Like I said, it's a slow process, family. It is a slow process, okay. It's a real slow process. This right here is serendipity, okay? And it has additional meanings, but one of the meanings with this card, when I get this right here concerning relationships, this is someone who's hoping for the best as far as trying to work things out, okay? This is someone who's hoping for the best and trying to work things out. Okay, this is upside down. Upward is chivalry. Well, of course, it's not going to be chivalry because that's her brother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? You can expect to see this right here as far as how he treats his wife. As far as chivalry. Giving her the flowers, the makeup flowers. The horse ride. Just someone who's pursuing somebody, letting them know how they feel about them, okay? But knows what I said, the makeup, okay, with the flowers and the candy, okay? According to the spirit, JayZ is not offering the chivalry as far as, I'm sorry, sis, he giving her some flowers, I love you, he offered her flowers or maybe a gift, according to the spirit. She didn't get any of that. Okay, she didn't get any of that. No makeup gift. I call them makeup gifts. She didn't get any kind of makeup gift. I guess I'm assuming, allegedly it's pretty much, just his word. They had conversations, as far as trying to get an understanding and get back on one accord, shall I say? Uh, allegedly he might have said, I'm sorry, overstepped, due to the boundaries, you know, but there was no makeup gift, That's all I'm saying. All right, this is the reparenting yourself. Very interesting. Let me see something, family. But first, I'm going to tell you what this card means. Okay, when it comes to the reparenting yourself card, it has additional meanings. But one of the main meanings to this card, like for instance, if it's relating to Solange, okay, it would be someone who have had wounds, okay, in their childhood, and it needs to be healed. And this is somebody who's working on that healing eternally, okay? Like for instance, some women, they have issues, they have baggage, okay, emotional baggage, shall I say. And when they move on to the next relationship, now stay with me, fam. I'm trying to give you an example. When they move on to the next relationship, they still have those baggage. So a lot of times, due to them not healing internally, they carry it on to the next relationship. Let me just say that. Or something can just trigger them and make them go off. Okay, let me just say that. For instance, maybe, Solange could have felt, shall I say, controlled by her dad, okay? And due to, the triggering of how her brother-in-law is, that she sees how he is towards her sister, and he's so called, and she's seeing this in him as far as him doing this to her, she could have had like a trigger reaction, okay? And that could have been one of the reasons allegedly she popped off. Let me just say that. But this card is representing someone who need to go back and heal from their childhood to nurture their inner child, okay? Because once they do this, the inner work, okay? Once they do the inner work, and I would suggest meditation. And when she started doing the inner work and she started to nurture the inner child, okay? This will help her in her adulthood, all right, to be able to handle matters more maturely because she has healed for one thing, and the things that once would bother her wouldn't bother her anymore. Let me just say that. But that's what this means, upward. Okay. Well, let me say this. Upward, it means that this is what she's doing. Let me just say that. Upward, this is what she's doing. She's putting the work in. Who knows, Salon might be allegedly going to counseling. Okay. This one telling what this sister has been through in her childhood, okay? I do sense that their father is very controlling. Let me just say that. But anyway, this is someone who's trying to put the work in. Upside down, this is someone who needs to put the work in. So let me just say that. So with that being said, let me see something real quick. Okay, I'm going to say this now, family. Allegedly, I sense that in the present, Solange is working on herself. Okay, she's putting the work, the spiritual work in. She's working on herself because she does have some issues. Okay, and she has some wounds that needs to be healed due to her childhood. Okay, let me just say that. And I also sense that JayZ know this about her. Okay, I don't know. Beyonce maybe told him some things due to their childhood that they had to endure as young girls. Whatever the case may be, allegedly, but I sense that he knows this. And sometimes people can use that against you. Let me just say that. But anyway, I digress. I sense that JayZ knows this about her, and he feels like she needs to also put the work in. Allegedly, maybe from his perspective, why are you, acting like this? You need to check yourself. You need to get some help. You and your issue, don't take it out on me, shall I say? Okay. But anyway, upward, as I stated, this is Solange trying to heal the family. She's trying to put the work in. And maybe someday we will find out, what these issues were in her childhood. Okay. Maybe she might write a book, a tell all book, or discuss it one day in an interview. Who knows? But yes, Solange is dealing with some headed, deep issues, deep rooted pain due to her childhood. Okay, and this is her trying to put the work in. Okay, and JayZ knows that she has these issues. Okay, he's been around her. He knows her character. He knows that she has this as well. Okay, that's what I'm trying to make. And really, I didn't mean to go there. I didn't take it too deep, but I just want to put it there. All right, family. As I stated, she does genuinely love her brother-in-law. Okay, I stated that earlier, and this is confirmation. Yes, she does genuinely love him. Okay, I do feel like it was some misunderstanding due to that incident that had popped off at that event. Okay, that night, as far as when they were on the elevator and when. Well, anyway, this right here is confirmation. She does genuinely love him. Okay, that's her brother-in-law. As I stated, I sensed that they just had a disagreement, um, or maybe just lack of communication. Okay, lack of understanding, shall I say? This is the civil waterfall card, and this card right here is Solange getting to that place where she's starting to feel good about herself. Okay, you only feel good as how you see yourself. Okay, and as you see, she's putting the work in. She's putting the work in, family. She is putting the work in. Okay, as far as how she see herself, cause like I said, she definitely has to heal. She has some issues. Let me just say that I'm trying to see if Salon bipolar. Let me see. Let me see some family. Hold on. Give me a minute. Hold on. I apologize for the background noise. Okay. I'm gonna say allegedly. I do sense that she's bipolar. That's not a bad thing. It's just due to a imbalance, a chemical imbalance, shall I say? But I'm not a doctor. But I do sense that Solange is bipolar. I do sense that. But she just has some issues. But she just has some issues. But like I see, with a lot of self love, a lot of meditation, also her getting counseling, this will help her. It would definitely help her to move forward in her adulthood, shall I say, so she can make better choices when it comes to relationships. Notice what I say when it comes to relationships as far as dealing with others. Let me just say that. That way, things won't trigger her as far as people might say the wrong thing or do something that she don't like. She won't be triggered. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make. So real quick, hold on, family. So let me just read this real quick, family, because this is what Solange is right now in the present, and I feel like it's very important. I know we're speaking from a place of what happened in the past, you know, but I want you to know where the sister is as far as what she's working towards. I feel like it's very important. The Silver Waterfall card says stay balanced, healthy, and happy by raising your own vibration. So she's trying to work on herself and just trying to raise her vibration alone. Okay? For her trying to raise her vibration alone, that's a good thing. Cause that would draw this to her. And I don't know if she's seeing anybody, but if she keeps working on herself right here, self-love, and trying to raise her vibration, that's a good thing. And this right here helps as well. Forgiveness, operating in forgiveness. Okay. So a lot of these cards did back me up when I was stating, initially how she felt about him, her brother-in-law. Yes, she loves JayZ. She loves her brother-in-law. I do feel like it was some misunderstanding. And now when I'm looking at these cards, family, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and let me hear them put allegedly real quick. Let me hear them say that real quick. But this is what I'm sensing just by looking at all these cards. I do feel like, as I stated, she does genuinely love her brother-in-law. But I also sense due to the lack of misunderstanding, okay, she knows his character because she knows how he is with her sister. She knows JayZ is very controlling, allegedly. But she also have dealt with that in her childhood coming up because her dad is controlling as well, allegedly. Her dad is very controlling, and she have seen coming up how her dad role as far as when it comes to that girl group, Destiny Child. She has watched how her father is when it comes to the girls, the way he carried himself. Um, all of this affected her, and also her own personal relationship with her father affected her. Okay, so like I said, all this plays a part, family, as far as things that can trigger people, you know, what can make them go off. Okay, as far as what comes out of a person's mouth can trigger a person if they have not healed. Okay, because this is Salon as a young lady, as a young child. This is her as an adult child, and what I'm saying is she needs to heal and picture herself as being that young child and holding her, saying, I love you, I forgive you, pretty much just showing her some love and let her know everything is okay. We've overcome. I got you. You're going to be okay. She pretty much needs to speak life over herself. And this is what she's doing. She's putting the work in. And the fact that she's putting this work in, it should help her in the future when it comes to her relations, not just with her brother-in-law, but even in her future relations. In her future relations, when it comes to the next person she get involved with. Okay, this plays a big part. This plays a big part to why the incident went down on the elevator. And Solange, to me, she, what I sense about her, she holds a lot in, like a lot of people do, and they go off. They go off, okay? And that's not good. It's good to release and express yourself because that's stagnant energy. And anytime energy is stagnant like that, eventually, it's when it erupts, it's going to erupt, okay? And you can imagine all this stem from her just being a child and coming up and holding a lot of stuff in, okay? But anyway, I feel like the control factor played a big part in how she viewed her brother-in-law in the present and how that triggered her on the at that event and she just went off on him on the elevator. Let me just say that, okay? So this is what I'm sensing about Solange and her relationship with her brother-in-law. As I stated, she does love him, and in the beginning, she truly felt like he was good for her sister, but she's had time to be around him and um, get a feel, for how he is. And there are things about him that she don't agree with. And like I said, Solange holds a lot in. And I sense it about her sister too. She does the same thing. And then she pops. But anyway, um, but I sense that Solange pop quicker than her sister does. Let me just say that. What I mean by pop, she doesn't hold it in that long, you know. But in the present, I sense she really don't. Let me just say it like this: the way she once felt about him, it's not like how it used to be. That's what I'm trying to say. The connection, the bond, the way she felt about him in the beginning, it's not there like it used to be. But do she generally love him? Yes, she do. Like that connection that she once had with him, it's not there no more. It's not there no more. The connection she once had with her brother-in-law, it's not there no more. But she is in a place in her life where she's trying to heal and move forward, and she is trying to forgive because her sister has forgiven him, and that's her husband. So she's trying to do the same thing. She's trying to forgive and move past it. And yeah. So this is what I have, family. This is what I have right here. So I thank you for your love and supporting my channel. Um, these are my findings concerning Solange and her brother-in-law JayZ. Basically, what I'm sensing is I don't really see them being like this anymore. This cool anymore. Due to how he's coming off as far as being controlling. It's one thing to be like that, with her sister, but to you know for him to like try to do her like that, she's not having it. She just not having it. She don't want him trying to control her business. She just don't want JayZ trying to control her. Period. Let me just say that. Now she's had enough of that with her father, and she doesn't want to be bothered with that when it comes to him as well. Now, real quick, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let this card do the talking. I just pretty much going to set my attention span. I'm seeking clarity as well as confirmation, and there might be some things going to pop out that we know nothing about. Okay, some deep other issues, but I want to know. And I'm going to use these. I want to know in the present. No, 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 no. I'm not going to say that. I want to know the elevator incident. Why did Solange attack her brother-in-law? Okay, I just want to know. I want to what the spirit is going to say. But I wasn't there, but I'm led by the spirit. Let's see what the spirit has to say. But like I said, she came out. She looked very pissed off in that picture. In that picture, it's like she didn't care how she was looking. Let me just say that. So real quick, give me a moment. You're welcome to fast forward, family. I set my attention. I see those things in the dark, bring them out to the marvelous light. What was the catalyst that caused Solange to attack her brother-in-law? What was the catalyst that caused Solange to attack her brother-in-law? What was the catalyst that caused Solange to attack her brother-in-law, JayZ, on the elevator? What was the catalyst that caused Solange to attack her brother-in-law, JayZ? What was the catalyst that caused Solange to attack her brother-in-law, JayZ? All right, family. Let's get with this reading real quick. All righty. Hello, family. All right. I was trying to get a timeline. I was trying to get a timeline. This reading is in order. Hello. All right, family. I apologize. My little queen came in and I had to stop. And I was also trying to just get a little bit more clarity, all right, using my crystal pendulum. But anyway, I was setting my attention. I was taking those things in the dark, bringing them out to the marvelous light due to the event that had happened, okay, a while back with Solange and her brother-in-law JayZ, the little falling out they had. I want to get an idea what led up to, them falling out on the elevator. What was the catalyst? And so this is what came out, okay? And it is a timeline to this. It's an order. A lot of time I readings can be in order. So we're going from the right to the left. Please have ears to hear. Whatever you want to see, it is allegedly, okay? There were some things in here that came out I didn't know nothing about. And family, let me know down below, please. Because I have not facts checked. Let me know who's Solange's producer, who not producer, but who is her manager? Who is Solange's manager? Um, and that's pretty much what I want to know. But anyway, let me go ahead and get with this reading. This is upside down. Okay, upward it says positive moving forward. Now remember, this is due to the timeline of what happened, what led up to the event on the elevator. Now what's going on in the present. This is what happened on the elevator, what led up to the event. Upward says positive movement forward. Upside down is the opposite of that. So they let you know something is going on to where ain't nothing positive about it. Okay, there is no positive movement moving forward whatsoever. Follow the timeline. Follow it. Follow the message, family. So this is lacking positive movement forward. The next card. Upward it is the waiting game. It's the waiting game, like somebody's waiting, okay? Upside down, they're like, you know what? Time is up. I gotta get some off my chest. So this is somebody who's saying time is up. Okay? Like I said, she was holding a lot in and she went off. This right here represents obstacles and challenges. It also represents power and struggle. Hint, power and struggle, power and struggle. Remember the elevator scene? So right now, this card represents what was going on the elevator. Okay, it was obstacles and challenges as well as a power struggle on the elevator. Right here, I thought this card was very interesting. This right here is financial and material changes, and I still want to get an idea because I know I was sensing that she was feeling about him allegedly that he's very, he's controlling, okay, and he's trying to be controlling when it comes to her, but I didn't get why. But anyway, this card is um, financial and material changes. Now, this card also represents change, challenge, and losses. Changes, challenges, and losses. But that's not the case. I'm sensing allegedly it's dealing with finance. It's dealing with finance. And let me just say this: Solange has a beautiful voice. She has a real. It's very unique, but her voice is definitely beautiful. Anyway, um it has something to do with finance. I don't know if she feel like, if he might have some control when it comes to her money, okay? But like I said, the key word is control. And I'm sensing this finance part. I'm not saying that he's her manager. I don't know who her manager is, but does JC plays a big part when it comes to her finance? This is what I want to know. Does she feel like maybe he's not pushing her out there enough? I just want to know because this card popped up for a reason. It says financial and material changes, and it also could be she feel like she should be further on in her career than she is. You know, she definitely had an issue with him, and like I said, and I'm going to stand on it. It has to do with control, and that control has to do with any one of these. But I'm sensing financial, as well as it can be, material changes as far as maybe. Well, I'm going to stick with financial. I'm going to stick with that because it's not like this sister, don't have money. You know, um, her family has money. I feel like it has a lot to do with her career. Let me just say that. But this right here was pretty much the catalyst. Her feeling like he's very controlling. He's trying to step on, the things that matter to her when it comes to her career and the people that she's associated with, and definitely her finance. Many of you might know more than I do. That's why I want to know who is her manager. Is her father still her manager? Because she considered him as being controlling too. But anyway, this is her encounter with JayZ. When I see this card right here, it represents you facing your shadow self. Okay, it can be you facing your shadow self, you facing your fears. Um, you're pretty much facing something that you normally would, shall I say, avoid facing. Okay, but she's facing it. She's facing him. Okay, so allegedly this is Solange, and this is how she sees her brother-in-law JayZ. Okay, she sees him as the shadow self, but this is her pretty much confronting him and facing him, because the picture tells 1,000 words. Let me just say that. But according to the spirit, there's hope. There's hope, and I truly feel like there's hope because due to the last card reading that many of you saw, Solange is working on herself and she's in a place of forgiving him so she can move forward. And like I said, she's in a place of trying to heal. Because like I said, she has her own issues. Solange's trying to heal mentally, emotionally, and as well as spiritually. But there's hope. There's hope as far as, she getting herself together and most importantly, for her and her brother-in-law um, to have that connection again that they once had. So she's working on it, but she still feels some type of way about him. I truly sense that she doesn't really trust him. This is what I sense now. Allegedly, I sense that she really don't trust him. But there's hope. There's hope. She's working on it, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what I say or think. She's working on it. So anyway, due to the timeline, is this way, family. It's this way. And you can kind of see it, lack of positive movement forward. Okay, not time is not the waiting game. Okay, but time is running out. She's ready to tell him how she feels. Okay, they're dealing with obstacles and challenges. All of this is the catalyst that had far the led up on the elevator. They were dealing with obstacles and challenges, power struggle. Let me just say that. I can tell she definitely very opinionated. She's definitely strong willed. Okay, she's the kind of person she don't want nobody trying to she don't want nobody trying to control her. Period. Let me just say that she does not want that. And everything pretty much stems down to the control factor. This right here. Financial and material changes. I truly believe it was something dealing with finance, with her career. All right. All right, family. I want to insert this quick video in. Out of all these cards, they're pretty much self-explanatory. Like I said, this is time running out and her going off, and the obstacles and challenges. Okay, the power struggle between these two. But this right here was pretty much the catalyst. I want to read up on this card real quick because it has additional meaning. I want many of you to have clarity when it comes to this reading. Have ears to hear. Financial and material changes. The number five represents physical. I'm sorry, this number five physical card represents changes, challenges, and losses. Usually relates to material or financial concerns. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that beside existing as a physical being, you're an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. Use your powerful force within to help you through this difficult period. You hear that, family? I'm going to read that one more time. Use your powerful forces within to help you through this difficult period. Everything changes for a reason, and this time isn't meant to be a punishment. You hear that, family? Let me read that one more time. Everything changes for a reason, and this time isn't meant to be a punishment. Know that your current condition will transform for the better. A positive question to ask yourself now is, what did I learn from this? And how can I avoid it in the future? Remember that there's a lesson to be understood in everything. It's up to you and you alone to decide how long it will take for you to learn them. And according to the Spirit, there's hope. This was the catalyst, family, right here. It was a lot of things that were going on behind the scene that we knew nothing about when it comes to Solange and her relationship with her brother-in-law JayZ. Okay, I don't know what his I don't know and it also says changes and challenges and losses. Okay. So anyway, I'll let maybe be the judge, but I'm sensing it has something to do with financial or her career period. Maybe she feel like he's overstepping his boundaries concerning her finance or her career. This is her confronting him. But after the storm, time does heal. Time does heal. When people start working on themselves, and that's what she's doing. Solange is putting the work in. According to the spirit, there's hope. There's hope. So thank you, family, for watching. Much love to you all. I send you all much love and positive vibes your way. I thank you for watching. Rocking with your sister.